Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling more tired than the night before? Wondering why your body seems heavier, your legs more swollen, and your energy fading day by day? You may think it's just aging, but what if I told you these silent signals could be your kidneys crying out for help? Every single day in America, thousands of people cross the invisible line from hidden kidney stress into irreversible kidney failure, and most of them never see it coming until it's too late. That's why this message is urgent. When creatinine levels begin to rise, it isn't just a number on a lab report, it's a warning sign that toxins are building up. Blood pressure is climbing, and your body is silently drowning in damage you can't feel until it's advanced. Ignoring it can mean dialysis disability or worse. And yet here's the truth most people don't realize. The power to lower creatinine, protect your kidneys, and avoid that terrifying future is already sitting in your kitchen. I'm Dr. Johnny, and in this video, I'm going to reveal the top natural foods and drinks backed by science that can flush out creatinine, protect your kidneys from oxidative stress, and help restore their strength. And the best part, these are everyday ingredients, simple, affordable, and delicious. Stay with me because just one change in your daily routine could be the difference between kidney decline and kidney recovery. Let's start with one of the most powerful yet overlooked kidney protectors, red and black grapes. At first glance, they seem like nothing more than a sweet snack at the grocery store. But inside their thin skins hides a compound that could change the future of your kidneys. It's called resveratrol, a natural antioxidant that scientists have linked to lower inflammation, stronger blood vessels, and reduced oxidative stress on kidney cells. Think of oxidative stress as rust slowly eating away at the filter of your kidneys. Over time, that rust clogs, hardens, and eventually shuts the filter down. That's exactly what happens when creatinine builds up. Now here's where grapes come in. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that resveratrol not only reduces oxidative stress, but also helps regulate blood pressure and blood sugar, two of the biggest hidden enemies of kidney health. In other words, a handful of grapes isn't just a snack. It's like giving your kidneys a shield against invisible attacks. I remember one of my patients, a retired teacher, who added just a small bowl of black grapes to her daily diet. In 3 months, her blood pressure stabilized, her swelling reduced, and most importantly, her creatinine stopped rising. She told me, "Doctor, I feel like I finally have control again." And that's the kind of transformation I want for you. But here's the catch, just knowing about grapes is not enough. Because there's another hidden factor that can quietly destroy your kidneys, and if you don't understand it all, the grapes in the world won't save you. And that's exactly what we're about to uncover next. Now let's move to something even more critical, fiber and vitamin-rich foods. You might not realize it, but every time you sit down to eat, you're either giving your kidneys relief or adding to their burden. High sodium, phosphorus, and processed sugars act like heavy weights, forcing your kidneys to work overtime. But foods packed with fiber, vitamin C, and other antioxidants do the exact opposite. They lighten the load, sweep away toxins, and help creatinine levels come down naturally. Picture this. Your kidneys are like a coffee filter. Pour in clean water and the filter stays strong. Dump in thick sludge day after day, and eventually the filter clogs. Fiber is that cleaning brush that stops the clogging before it begins. In fact, a 2023 review in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases found that patients who increased fiber intake saw significant improvements in creatinine control, lower cholesterol, and even better blood sugar regulation, 3 victories in one simple move. Take something as ordinary as apples or carrots. These aren't just snacks. They're natural medicine, keeping your digestion smooth, your cholesterol low, and your kidneys breathing easier. I had a patient who switched her evening chips for carrot sticks and apple slices. Within weeks, her bloating disappeared, her lab numbers improved, and she finally felt lighter, both inside and out. But here's the twist, fiber and vitamins can only do their job if you know how to pair them with the right foods. And one surprising food often overlooked has the power to flush toxins even faster and act like a natural pressure valve for your kidneys. That's exactly what we'll dive into next. Now let's talk about something your kidneys secretly love, but most people ignore: natural diuretics. These are foods and drinks that help your body release excess water and salt, easing the constant pressure on your kidneys. Imagine your kidneys as a pair of overworked pumps. When fluid builds up, they struggle, leading to swelling in your legs ankles, and even shortness of breath. A natural diuretic works like opening a release valve, giving those pumps the break they desperately need. One of my favorite examples comes from traditional herbal medicine in Southeast Asia, a simple green smoothie known as oolong. It blends leafy greens and herbs into a refreshing drink that not only supports digestion, but also lowers blood pressure and stress on the kidneys. And modern science agrees. Studies show that natural diuretics like parsley, celery, and certain leafy vegetables help regulate sodium and fluid balance, preventing the dangerous buildup that can send creatinine levels soaring. I remember treating a man in his late 60s who struggled with swollen feet every evening. He started drinking a mild parsley tea twice a day, and within 2 weeks the swelling was gone. His blood pressure came down, his energy improved, and his labs showed real progress. Sometimes the simplest natural remedies can deliver results that medications alone cannot. But before you rush to the kitchen, there's something important you need to know. Not all healthy-looking drinks are safe for damaged kidneys. In fact, one very common juice can either heal or harm, depending on how you use it. And that's exactly where we're headed next. Let's turn now to something many people reach for without realizing just how powerful it can be: fresh cleansing juices. These aren't the sugar-loaded bottled drinks on supermarket shelves. I'm talking about freshly prepared juices that act like a gentle detox for your kidneys, flushing out toxins, lowering creatinine, and calming inflammation from the inside out. Think about it this way: every day, your kidneys filter nearly 50 gallons of blood. When they're struggling, waste products slip through, and that's when creatinine starts to climb. A glass of fresh juice made from cucumber, celery, or even a splash of lemon can act like a rinse cycle, giving your kidneys the support they need to push out excess sodium acids and waste. Research published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition has shown that hydration from natural juices improves kidney filtration rates and reduces oxidative damage at the cellular level. I'll never forget one of my patients, Robert, a retired carpenter. He used to rely on soda to get him through the day. After switching to a simple homemade cucumber lemon juice, not only did his thirst finally feel quenched, but his swelling went down. His blood pressure dropped and his creatinine stabilized for the first time in years. His words were unforgettable: "Doctor, it feels like my body can finally breathe again." But here's the reality: you can't just sip juice at random and expect miracles. Some juices are packed with hidden sugars and minerals that can backfire for weak kidneys. And one everyday vegetable, when juiced correctly, can provide hydration so powerful that it rivals even medical interventions. That's exactly what we'll uncover next. Now let's talk about one of the simplest yet most powerful kidney-friendly foods you probably already have in your fridge: cucumber. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than a cooling salad topping. But for your kidneys, cucumber is like a tall glass of life. Packed with water, fiber, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds, it doesn't just hydrate your body, it helps your kidneys flush creatinine and toxins more efficiently. Imagine this: your kidneys are like sponges that need constant rinsing. Without enough water, they dry out, stiffen, and can't filter properly. Cucumber, with its high water content, provides that gentle hydration while also delivering antioxidants that fight oxidative stress. A clinical study from the Journal of Food Science and Technology showed that cucumber extract reduced markers of kidney inflammation and supported better urinary flow in patients with early kidney stress. I recall a woman in her 70s who struggled with dehydration and swelling. She started blending fresh cucumber juice each morning with just a squeeze of lemon. Within a month, her creatinine levels improved, her digestion was smoother, and her energy returned. She laughed and said, "I never thought something so simple could make me feel this alive again." But hydration is only half the story. Because while cucumber helps rinse the kidneys, clean the next group of foods takes it to another level by arming your cells with powerful antioxidants that act like bodyguards against further damage. And missing out on these could mean missing your best chance to stop kidney decline in its tracks. Beyond hydration, your kidneys crave something even more vital: antioxidant protection. Every day, free radicals generated from stress pollution, and even the foods we eat, attack kidney cells like sparks landing on dry wood. Left unchecked, those sparks ignite inflammation and speed up kidney decline. But antioxidant-rich foods like red cabbage, kale, and even brightly colored peppers work like fire extinguishers, neutralizing those sparks before they cause damage. Think of oxidative stress as rust creeping silently across a metal gate. You don't notice it at first, but slowly the structure weakens until one day it breaks. Antioxidants halt that rusting process inside your kidneys. A review in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirmed that diets high in antioxidant vegetables significantly lowered oxidative stress and improved kidney outcomes, especially in patients with elevated creatinine levels. One patient of mine, Margaret, told me she used to believe that eating vegetables was just about getting fiber. But once she began adding a colorful variety of antioxidant-rich veggies into her meals, red cabbage in her stir-fries, kale in her smoothies, her energy soared and her lab results finally showed improvement. She smiled and said, "Doctor, I feel like my kidneys are finally fighting back." Still, while antioxidants defend against damage, there's another hidden key. Because reducing oxidative stress alone won't guarantee kidney recovery if blood pressure and cholesterol continue silently eroding your kidney's delicate filters. And that's the next crucial step you must not ignore. Now let's talk about the triple threat that silently wears down your kidneys: chronic inflammation, high cholesterol, and uncontrolled blood pressure. Each of these alone is dangerous, but together they create the perfect storm for kidney damage. Inflammation stiffens, blood vessels, cholesterol clogs them, and high blood pressure forces your kidneys to filter against a constant surge of pressure, like a dam fighting against floodwaters. Eventually, the dam cracks. The good news: certain foods naturally fight all three at once. Garlic, onions, and cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower are packed with compounds that reduce inflammation, sweep away harmful cholesterol, and relax blood vessels so your blood pressure eases. In fact, a long-term study in the Journal of Hypertension found that people who consume diets rich in these foods had up to a 30% lower risk of kidney decline compared to those who didn't. I once worked with a gentleman in his late 50s who had battled both cholesterol and high blood pressure for years. Instead of reaching for another fried meal, he began adding roasted cauliflower and sautéed garlic into his weekly dinners. Within 3 months, not only did his cholesterol drop, but his blood pressure readings stabilized, and his doctor noticed his kidney function tests finally holding steady. His exact words were, "Doctor, I didn't know food could do what medicine struggled to." But here's the exciting part: lowering inflammation and pressure is only half the battle. Because the next group of foods doesn't just protect, they actively repair with vibrant colors and natural compounds so powerful they've been called super healers for kidney cells. And these are none other than the humble berries. When it comes to foods that heal while delighting your taste buds, berries are the crown jewels. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These tiny fruits are packed with antioxidants, vitamin C, and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect kidney cells at the deepest level. Their vibrant colors aren't just beautiful, they're signals of powerful nutrients called anthocyanins, which scientists have linked to better kidney function and lower risk of chronic disease. Imagine your kidneys as delicate filters made of fine mesh. Over time, oxidative stress and inflammation stretch and tear at that mesh. Berries act like reinforcements, tightening and strengthening the filter so it can continue doing its job. A 2022 study in the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that patients who consumed berries regularly had improved blood sugar control, lower cholesterol, and measurable reductions in oxidative stress markers, all crucial for keeping creatinine in check. One of my patients, Sarah, a grandmother in her early 70s, began replacing her evening cookies with a small bowl of blueberries and strawberries. She noticed her sugar cravings faded, her digestion improved, and most importantly, her kidney labs stabilized. She laughed one day and told me, "Doctor, who knew dessert could be medicine? But don't mistake their sweetness for harmlessness." Eating berries alone isn't the full answer, because while they help protect and repair the next fruit on our list, has a hidden talent. It can actually prevent painful kidney stones while lowering creatinine at the same time. And chances are it's sitting in your fruit basket right now. Let's move to something bright, refreshing, and probably already in your kitchen: fresh orange juice. Now, I'm not talking about the boxed sugar-filled versions you find in grocery stores. I mean freshly squeezed oranges alive with vitamin C antioxidants and a special compound called lycopene. Together, these nutrients fight oxidative damage, lower inflammation, and most importantly, help prevent the formation of kidney stones, one of the most painful and dangerous complications for anyone with kidney problems. Think of kidney stones as tiny shards of glass forming inside your kidneys. They block the flow, scratch the delicate tissue, and can send creatinine skyrocketing. Fresh orange juice works like a natural solvent, providing citrate that reduces stone formation and keeps urine less acidic. A study published in Kidney International Reports showed that patients who added fresh citrus juices, especially orange, had significantly fewer kidney stone recurrences and better overall kidney function. I'll never forget a patient named Carlos, a retired bus driver who suffered multiple kidney stone attacks. After switching his daily soda habit for one small glass of fresh orange juice, he went nearly 2 years without a single episode. His creatinine levels stabilized, his energy returned, and he said to me, "Doctor, that one change probably saved me from another hospital bed." But here's the surprising truth: while oranges protect against stones, the next foods take kidney defense to a whole new level. They combine vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in a way that not only guards but actively nourishes your kidneys from the inside out. And believe it or not, they're sitting right there in your vegetable drawer. Now let's shine the spotlight on two everyday heroes that often go unnoticed: leafy greens and bell peppers. These colorful vegetables are more than just a side dish. They're nutrient powerhouses loaded with iron, magnesium, vitamin C, and antioxidants that give your kidneys the tools they need to keep filtering strong. While leafy greens like lettuce and kale provide essential minerals that support red blood cell production and circulation, bell peppers bring a sweet crunch without the heavy load of potassium that can stress weakened kidneys. Picture your kidneys as two workers on a long night shift. If they don't get the right fuel, they tire out and begin to slow down. Leafy greens and bell peppers act like a balanced meal for those workers, refreshing them with hydration, antioxidants, and minerals that reduce oxidative stress while also protecting against anemia, a common hidden complication of kidney disease. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition and Metabolism found that patients who added more bell peppers and safe leafy greens into their diets had improved energy, lower inflammation, and better creatinine control over time. One of my patients, Linda, a retired nurse, swapped her usual high-potassium spinach for colorful bell peppers in her stir-fry. She noticed her swelling reduced, her energy improved, and her blood work showed a steady drop in stress markers. With a smile, she said, "Doctor, I never thought something so simple could taste this good and heal me at the same time." But while leafy greens and bell peppers offer gentle daily support, the next vegetable on our list has a secret superpower. It doesn't just nourish, it acts like a natural diuretic, flushing excess fluid and pressure from your kidneys. And it might surprise you to learn how powerful it truly is. Now let's talk about a vegetable with a hidden strength: asparagus. At first glance, it's just a slender green stalk, but for your kidneys, it's like a natural reset button. Asparagus is well known for its diuretic properties, which means it helps your body release excess fluid and sodium. By doing this, it reduces the workload on your kidneys, lowers blood pressure, and eases swelling in the legs and feet. It's like opening a safety valve, giving your kidneys a much-needed break. But asparagus isn't just about flushing. It's also loaded with antioxidants, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds that fight oxidative stress, the very process that damages kidney cells and raises creatinine levels. A study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that asparagus extract improved kidney function and reduced harmful markers of inflammation in lab models. For patients, that translates into less pressure on the kidneys and more stable lab results over time. I remember a man in his 60s who once told me that asparagus became his medicine on a plate. He grilled it lightly with olive oil 3 times a week, and after just a few months, his blood pressure stabilized and his creatinine levels leveled out. He said, "Doctor, I feel lighter, like my body isn't carrying that heavy load anymore." Still, asparagus must be enjoyed in moderation. Its potassium and phosphorus levels can be a concern for those with advanced kidney disease, so it's best used wisely and under guidance. And that brings us to something even more exciting: the final group of foods, rich in vitamin C and fiber, that not only protect but actively cleanse, giving your kidneys their best chance to recover. Finally, let's bring it all together with a group of foods that seem simple but deliver extraordinary benefits: vitamin C and fiber-rich fruits and vegetables. These are the everyday apples, pears, carrots, and cabbages that you might overlook because they are so common. Yet for your kidneys, they act like steady guardians, cleansing toxins, lowering cholesterol, easing blood pressure, and most importantly, helping creatinine levels come down over time. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that strengthens blood vessels and reduces oxidative stress, while fiber works like a natural broom sweeping out waste and supporting healthy digestion. When your digestion is smooth, less pressure is placed on your kidneys to clear extra toxins. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Renal Health confirmed that patients who consistently included vitamin C and fiber-rich foods in their diets had lower inflammation markers and more stable kidney function, even in later stages of kidney disease. I think back to a woman named Helen who started every morning with an apple and a small serving of cabbage soup. She told me it became her daily ritual, something simple, affordable, and easy to stick with. Within months, her cholesterol dropped, her blood pressure improved, and her creatinine numbers held steady. She said, "Doctor, I never realized the little things could add up to something so big." And that's the truth. Healing your kidneys isn't about one miracle food. It's about weaving together these daily habits into a protective shield. Because when you combine hydration, antioxidants, fiber, and natural detoxifiers, you create the perfect recipe for kidney resilience. But before we finish, let me leave you with a message of hope and a reminder that small choices made today can rewrite your health story tomorrow. So if your creatinine has been creeping up or you've worried about your kidneys, remember this: you are not powerless. Every small choice, from a handful of grapes to a glass of fresh cucumber juice, is a step toward healing and protection. It's never about perfection. It's about consistency and giving your body the care it deserves. If this video has given you clarity or encouragement, I invite you to save it so you can return to these kidney-friendly tips anytime you need a reminder. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest health insights designed to help you protect your kidneys and live with confidence. Because here's the truth: kidney health is not about fear of dialysis or decline. It's about hope, resilience, and taking control one day at a time. And the best part, you don't have to walk this journey alone. Together, we can build the habits that keep your kidneys strong and your future bright.